all together again, so he's got that insight.
It's a frustrating pitch outside, 1-2. And how about it? Find a hole. There's the hit. Runner coming around, and
he was getting a breaking ball, and he got it.
The 0-2 up the middle, and here comes Hernandez. He held up. Wasn't certain it was gonna lone win of the season so far. Butler hits one hard in the gap, out in right center field, and he's looking for extra bases.
In which another team has adjusted to you.
That looks like it could be a hit. It is Lawrence Butler. Oh, is that one of the guys that doesn't like the cycle? Oh, we're just throwing people under the bus now? Lawrence Butler has another hit, and this time extra bases.
Ball almost left the yard.
And he hits the ball hard again. Deep to right field. That ball is not coming back. One-two. Shot the other way. That's going to drop down. Schulman waved home. Here comes the play. He is safe.
That it provides them maybe less responsibility.
2-1. Hit hard to second base off of Vargas.
This is 94-95 off the bat.
2-2. That one's hit even harder. Back goes Thomas. And that ball is off the top of the wall. 1-1. Line drive, base hit into right field. Another run's coming around to score.
And he shoots it right down the middle. Here come the wheels of Ryan Noda.
Just continues to get better.
1-2 out to right field. Soto will turn towards the track. And how about Lawrence Butler adding a homer?
Available seats and pricing at athletics.com/tickets.
Brings up Lawrence Butler. He swings at the first pitch, and it's going to land. So Lawrence Butler, that's in the air. And how about making a change? J.J. Bleday did it the other day. Lawrence Butler, he's trying to stretch it to a double. And
soft away with changeups.
And that's going to find a hole. Lawrence Butler.
Now Lawrence, liner into right field. That's going to drop down, and an RBI for.
And that's going to find some space. How about an opposite field approach for Lawrence Butler? On the ground towards second base, and it gets through. Here comes Seth Brown since May 7th. Well, Lawrence Butler will charge up the line. It is a fair ball.
Breaking ball line the other way into left center field. That's going to keep rolling. Lawrence Butler hard around first. Lawrence Butler hard shot down the right field line and fair. This is going to go for extra bases.
Deck as if he were at bat. Yeah.
Lawrence Butler line drive. That'll do it.
You see O'Hoppe swaying back there.
Weakly grounded beyond the reach of Canning. Stefanik bobbles. The throw is beaten out. That the A's have. Some may think the centerpiece of the Oakland future. Broken bat, dropped into center field, and Lawrence Butler picks up a hit.
Bleday at the top.
Inside out swing to left. That is hooking. It is traveling, and it is gone.
First opposite field home run in his young career.
And now he'll lift one into shallow left. On comes Ward, and it drops down. Zach Geloff didn't read it well. They throw over to first, and he's going to get into second safely.
Ringing the pole.
Now hit it through the hole and into right center field. 1-1 deep to center field. Retreating is Pilar. He's still going. He leaps. It's a bomb bursting in air for Lawrence Butler. Lawrence Butler swinging on the first pitch and grounding it into right for a leadoff base hit.
Sinkers, if you will, and a repeat performance.
Lawrence Butler into right field, and so he'll lead off. Why not sandwich that with something? That ball in the air towards right field. Lawrence Butler is going to watch it fly at Fenway.
Fossey said, hey,
Butler with a hot shot there to the hot corner off the glove of Devers. 2-1, that's hit hard, and Lawrence Butler will have another birthday hit and add some birthday ribbies. 2 A's, 3 homers. Now his first time facing Philly, he hits one hard out towards center field, and Lawrence Butler says goodbye. And Lawrence Butler sends one out towards center field, and it's gonna get in the bullpen. And Lawrence Butler to left field and tracking back at the wall, jumping, it's gone. It has been their calling card. Is he gonna make it 3? Is he gonna make it 3? Lawrence Butler, second deck of Jacob Wilson, but those two work in tandem and now sit on first and second for Lawrence Butler. That's down the first baseline, trickling in to the corner and left field, and Jacob Wilson will hobble in. He touches home plate. You hope he's not hurt, but he scores.
Lefty on lefty.
Here's the pitch, and Lawrence Butler to left field. It's going to bounce, and Lawrence Butler wins it with Schumann at third. Schumann's coming home. Player of the week last week. And you love to see that batting average. He's hit .333, add another for Law Dog up the middle.
Get your pitch. Get one that you can hit hard.
And that might be it. Out to right field. Lawrence is going to drive in some runs. It starts with McCann. Here comes Harris. Rounding third is Schumann. And Lawrence Butler heading on to third.
It's out of hand either one way or the other.
Schumann thought about taking off on the ground to first base. And a flip over to the pitcher. Lawrence gets there in time. Numbers. But if you get it, you're going to attack it. And for Lawrence Butler, sending this out towards left field. There it is. Extra bases coming for Lawrence Butler. That'll bounce off the wall. Reached base twice with a walk and a double. He ended up scoring a run, and that's going to get into the outfield as well. Line drive from Lawrence Butler, and 23 RBI. What you don't see is the smile on his face that he's going to have once again. 3-1 to Butler, and Lawrence Butler is going to get another hit. Max Schumann first to third, and excellent job by the defense. And for Lawrence Butler, now trying to get the hit party started. That lands in fair territory. Lawrence Butler will head towards second, and he's going all the way to third. We just had Tommy White on, the second-round draft pick, who signed his contract today with the Oakland A's. Lawrence Butler sending one, and Lawrence Butler getting the work done today. Adding a .366 on base percentage from the 9-hole, and that's the best. Lawrence Butler, did he do it again? Another knock for Law Dog. Here comes Schumann. He's rounding third. Eric Martins will wave him home. Season and making his 20th start of the year, 21st appearance, and Lawrence Butler with a hit. He's going to try and stretch it for 2, and he slides in safe.
A day as he was consistently getting run in center field.
How about that? Just go the other way for Lawrence Butler. He's going to round first, head on into second. It's going to be a close play, and the ball.
When it's all said and done.
Lawrence Butler out towards center field. This ball is cooking, and this ball's out of here. Coach for the Oakland Athletics. And right away, Lawrence Butler sends one out to right field and back. And Lawrence Butler out towards center field, and it's going to drop. Lawrence Butler with chances when you look at those numbers that a couple guys from the Athletics could be player of the month. And how about Lawrence Butler on cue? Nevin's going to get a stop sign.
Player trying to learn how to pitch and giving all the credit to the A's pitching staff.
Lawrence Butler got a hold of one, and Lawrence Butler will add a home run. And so I think that's that sign that something that was a struggle has been corrected. This is a slow roller. The speed of Lawrence Butler is going to pay off.
2-2. That's going to drop into right field for a leadoff hit.
And get some dirt under his nails.
This one's crushed to deep right center field. On the run, Robert. He's going to run out of room.
Defense can win. wake up here against Jose Barrios and add a little bit more, and that's going to be a leadoff hit for Butler. He'll go for 2. The throw coming, and Lawrence Butler safe. And Butler with a fair ball down the third base line. Butler going for extra bases. Here comes the throw.
Tuesday, he's the one calling pitches.
Lawrence Butler out towards right field, and that's going to land fair on the line. Lawrence Butler heading for extra bases as his helmet flies off, and an easy stand-up. The 1-1, and that's going to find a hole. Daz Cameron coming around third. He's getting waved home, and the A's will add another. Last year, 16 of those. And Lawrence Butler on the ground. It's going to get past a diving De Los Santos, who is...
Ball and a strike to Butler, grounded the other way, and fair. That'll get into the corner. Butler loses his helmet. And Taj Bradley. 0-2, and that's lined into right field. A base hit for Lawrence Butler.
You know what? This player just got better. This is who he is.
3-2, inside out to left center field. On the run low. He won't get there. It's off the wall. Butler will 6th. Had a double last night. And he will have a hard single off the diving glove.
Get the call.
Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Cameron will come around to score, and Butler is 2 for 2. He has Lawrence Butler first, who sends a charge to right center field. That ball's carrying. Perkins watches it fly out of the ballpark. And it seems like when players decide to go overseas, sometimes they can really find their stride. It's a really good place to watch a game. It's a really good place to watch Lawrence Butler sweep one.
That Cincinnati has not been good at is one-run games. This ball's hit hard, and this ball's hit far. Lawrence Butler at another. 15 homers for the full count coming to Lawrence Butler. And he's going to find a hole into left field. Lawrence Butler reaching base again. And this one out towards right field. Tracking it back is Will Benson. And how about a leadoff homer for Lawrence Butler?
But you got to see that split up.
2-2, and this is a grounder up the middle. Chopped towards Ellie De La Cruz, and the bounce goes over his glove.
Chopper up the middle.
Lawrence Butler time. He gets a hold of one early, and this ball's gonna fly on out. Marcotte has to be pleased with the growth he's seen over Butler. This one hit hard towards center field, and right on cue, Lawrence Butler adds another. One saves this season for Alexis Diaz, including his last save opportunity. That ball is belted. Lawrence Butler does it again.
Oh my! That's what's being asked of you.
Lawrence Butler into right field. It's going to bounce and go off the wall.
See the boppers get up there, and
Lawrence Butler with a line drive out towards right field, and it skims over the wall.
law.
And Lawrence wastes no time, swings at the first pitch towards center field, and it's going to go off the glove of Taveras as he leaps.
400 for a month and a half.
Lawrence Butler with a hard liner out towards left center field. It's going to bounce once, and Taveras is going to throw it in, but
You can put it on the board.
and this one's going to find a hole. Lawrence Butler sends it into left field, and it's going to be a stop sign.
That's big league lechuga.
And how about a big league hit from Lawrence Butler? That'll lead it off in the
In there.
Lawrence Butler's going to find himself a fourth hit.
It is.
2-2, and that's crushed to right center field and traveling. It'll hit off the wall. Lawrence Butler into second base. Many believed was a Cy Young frontrunner to begin the year. And now Butler, a deep drive to right center field. That's carrying, and it's gone!
My God.
He'll swing at the first pitch, line it the other way. That's going to drop down and get to the wall. Oh, beautiful piece of hitting by Lawrence Butler.
Been damage everywhere.
3-2, Wilson going. A ground ball, and it kicks off of Rivas's glove. Lawrence Butler swinging on the first pitch. That's going to go deep into the outfield grass, and Lawrence losing the helmet.
Alcanza a ver todo el terreno. Lanza el zurdo. Rolling por tercera base. Ahí está el antesalista.
21 homers season so far. 0-2. And that's going to drop down into left.
That's something that we're seeing.
Butler gets it in the air to right center. That's fading away from Vierling. It drops down, and Lawrence will have.
You poke a hole, you keep the line moving.
There it is.
And he'll shoot it the other way. Make it 18 games.
Things up for you at the dish.
And opens things up for Lawrence Butler to keep the hit streak going. And can this get fair? It does. Lawrence Butler going for 2, and Lawrence Butler's extended. Evan's going to take off on the pitch. And that's going to find a hole. Hit streak continued for Lawrence Butler. First to third for Tyler Nevin. Got to go back quite some time. And Lawrence Butler is going to extend the hit streak early. 22 gamer now.
Okay.
But yeah, 22 to 129. That's hit hard into right field, and a multi-hit game for Lawrence Butler. Season with it just adds all the more confidence that the adjustment you made is working. Lawrence Butler to right field, and this ball has a chance. It's out. And Lawrence into left field. He'll have a single with a 1-0 count to begin the bottom of the 4th. Lawrence Butler, that's going to get through. Anthony Rizzo got caught up on the hop. You get their pitching on track, and you go, oh my gosh, October's right around the corner. That's it. Right towards where the second baseman was, and Volpe, the throw. It's going to be an out call on the field. That's some good reads over there. But I think that will be of interesting note to see if it develops. Lawrence Butler developing an extra base hit.
Coliseum BART ramp, Coliseum Station ramp. I mean, there's just.
Lawrence Butler into right field. Law Dog on again. And
That's why. Okay. Man.
2 outs. Lawrence Butler into center field. And Lawrence.
That was a weird day. Seeing Huddy in a Giants uniform was weird.
I know it.
That was weird. Yeah, let's go.
Lawrence Butler into center field. And Jacob Wilson to second. Nobody out, 2 on here for the A's.